Kennedy,
Governor Bowman.
the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome.
You're a fine American.
Thank you.
You still have to pay your taxes, though.
I do.
On May 1st now because
I
of
understand.
Hurricane Helene.
I got an
Thank you.
extension on mine.
I'm very excited about that. I'll extend to you 30 seconds for this
Thank you.
colloquy.
Governor Bowman, briefly, if you will, because we've got to go vote. What's the Basel III endgame?
It's an international agreement of different countries that participate in the Basel Accords
What's its objective?
to ensure that there's parity across jurisdictions for financial regulation and a level playing field.
It calls for more regulation of American banks, doesn't it?
In some cases, it does, yes.
Your predecessor, Mr. Barr, loved Basel III endgame like the devil loves sin, didn't he?
He embraced it in his proposal.
He bear hugged it. He French kissed it. What problem are we trying to solve with Basel III endgame?
The original proposal was intended
No,
to increase
Mr. Barr's
capital.
proposal.
Right.
What problem are we trying to solve? We have stress tests right now for banks, right?
That's absolutely correct.
And we have capital standards, right?
We do.
What's broken about it?
I think we'll need to take a fresh look at the last Basel agreement and determine what's appropriate for U.S. banks and their ability to have a level playing field across around the world.
Well, let me put it another way. Washington has this propensity, when something's not broken, is to take it apart and loosen a few screws so that it will be. Now, if there's some problem that we're trying to solve with adopting these international standards, I'd like to know it. I asked that repeatedly of Mr. Barr, and he never could. I mean, he was and is. I like him very much. Very smart. He's also a silver-tongued devil. He could talk a dog off a meat wagon, and he never answered that question. And so it seems to me that what the Board of Governors has to do is come back and tell us what's broken. Let me ask Mr. Fogel, what's the International Monetary Fund? Briefly, if you don't mind.
Senator, to be honest, I know what it is, but it actually isn't related to the job I've been nominated for, which is global markets at Commerce. It probably better handled by Treasury Department.
All right, that's fair. I understand a dodge when I see it. You did that pretty artfully. How about you, Mr. Hurley? I bet you know.
Yes, sir. I do know what the IMF is, and
Briefly, if you don't mind.
well, so again, it would be my colleague who will get.
You
nominated.
own the IMF. You know. I'm hoping you're not telling me you don't know what the IMF. If you're going to be in charge of terrorism and financial crimes.
So yes, sir. I'm very familiar with the IMF. It won't be. I'll have sanctions at TFI and be working with law.
The IMF loans money to other countries, right? Who puts up most of the money for the IMF?
The United States, sir.
That's right. There are about 190 countries in it, and by far we put up most, right?
Yes, sir.
What are special drawing rights?
I'm not terribly familiar with special drawing rights.
You need to get familiar.
Yes, sir.
Special drawing right is when the IMF gets together and decides to declare a dividend to all of the countries. And it's like a dividend. It's really a sheet of paper that says any country can take these dividends, a sheet of paper, and go redeem it for the currency of any other country. And Secretary Yellen did that. She to the tune of $650 billion. And she dodged congressional approval by coming for an amount just below the trigger for us to approve it. We gave money to Iran, to Russia, to China, and we're putting up the money. Why aren't we doing that?
Are you asking me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I completely agree, sir.
Well, I've got a bill to say that whenever the Treasury catches a wild hare and decides they want to give away American taxpayer money to Iran, as Treasurer Yellen did, that she has to come to Congress for approval. You'll support that, won't you?
I look forward to looking at the legislation, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.